going on, YouTube? Back at it like a crack addict. It's your boy Reese, aka Conundrum TV, man. We back at it with another special video, man. Starting Five podcast. We got a awards predictions video, as you can see by the title. This is early season predictions, man. Way too early predictions, but we ain't gonna waste y'all time too much longer, man. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce all my co-hosts, man. First and foremost, we got Dezo in the building. Dezo, go ahead and say what's good to the people.
With y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That big Dezo in the building, man. Next, we got Jay, man. Jay, go ahead and say what's good to the people.
What's good? Appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we got Boogie Productions, aka Mike, man. What's good, man? I see you took the braids down, gang. What you got going on, man?
Man, I ain't doing shit yet with it, but what's going on with the peoples, man? Boogie Productions here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And last but not least, we got my boy Vano, man. Vano, say what's good to the people, right? And go ahead.
Free Von Inc. We back in tuning into the label, man. What's good with y'all? Y'all feeling?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Like I said, it's awards, way too early awards predictions, man. We've been really tuned in, tightened up on the the first few games of the season. So we gonna go ahead and predict all our awards. We not gonna waste our time. I'm gonna go ahead and get straight into it with the first award of the year. First award prediction of the year, I should say, man. Rookie of the year, man. How do y'all feel about the rookie race? First off, before we start this, how y'all feel about the rookie race? Is this draft class what it was hyped up to be? Or is it even better than what y'all expected, man? I'm gonna ask Dez first for real though, Dez, because you paid attention to, you one of the people that paid attention to the Mount Vernon team all the way on up, and even that Duke team last year. Like a lot of those players are the star players right now that we focusing on this rookie of the year race, man. How you feel about this rookie class?
So far, I'm feeling good about this rookie class. A lot of the rookies really showing what they can do out there and kind of living up to what their hype has been. But it's also like some diamonds in the rough in there. Like a lot of the players, like you said, a lot of the Duke players, a lot of they role player guys are actually making themselves known in the league. So it's pretty good to see. And then also just like guys having crazy games, like seeing Derek Queen have a 30-point triple double, and we didn't see Coop drop 35. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I feel like this is a really good class, and they all super young. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, man. Vaughn, how you feel about this class, man? One of your label players is one of the best rookies in the draft class right now. He been hooping, man.
Coop one of them ones when he got signed over here, straight up. But no, I'm actually loving the rookie race. Like Dan said, a couple guys that we didn't expect to go off as the way they are is really going off. Another guy he ain't really touch on is Conka Nipple, who over there in Charlotte, who really been showing his ass. Kind of crazy night in, night out with Melo being out, giving him 17 a night for real. So I'm loving this rookie race right now.
Yeah, man. Jay, how you feel about this rookie class? Is this what it's hyped up to be, or you think, you know what I'm saying, you think they gonna even themselves out as the year go on?
No, I mean I know we all focused on that top three, top four initially coming in, but it's a lot of guys that's playing well, like Cedric Coward over there in Memphis. Looking like a little MJ at times. You know, we got Jeremiah Fears on. We touched on him, but no, it's a lot of talent, and even the guys who aren't like playing at a level that will really take notice with the casual fans. Like you can see them becoming like pretty good positive role players in the future. So I don't know if it's an all-time draft, but it's definitely a solid class that's gonna produce a lot of good players.
Yeah, Mike, how you like this 2025 draft class?
I really like this 2025 draft class. I'm surprised I ain't had nobody say anything about VJ. Yeah, I feel like that's a big one right there. He kind of cooled down a little bit. That's because they trying to find, PG, hit a little groove for PG right now. But yes, VJ is a big one for me. Khan is a big one for me. Cooper is a big one for me. Also like Jeremiah and Derek, not just Derek. And it's a couple out there, just like how Jay said, Cedric over there in Memphis. It's a lot. It's a couple out there. They been hooping too, like they coming crazy.
Yeah. That's outrageous. Talking about they coming, but we can go ahead and move on to the. We can go ahead and move on to everybody picking who they want to pick, man. I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna go ahead and break the ice early. I'm gonna go ahead and just get it out the way. Rookie of the year for me. Drum roll. That nigga Con Canupa, boy. I got Con Canupa winning Rookie of the Year. I ain't gonna lie to you. He been going overly fucking crazy, bro. And you shortchanging my boy. Let me actually read his real stats. Cause you talking about some 17, man. Con Canupa is averaging 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. He's shooting 47% from the field, shooting 40.5% from the 3-point line, and he on pace to be the number 1 3-pointers made in rookie history. He already got 90 of them boys made in 26 games. And he finna break the record for most threes made in the rookie season at an efficient rate that we ain't never seen before based on his usage rate. And the way he take his shots, it's not always all stand. I know, like, the stereotypical thought is that, you know, a white boy coming off the screen, catch and shoot. No, that boy got wiggle. I ain't gonna lie to you. And he a great playmaker. And he not no slouch on defense either, but you know, he's a bigger guard than I expected. I didn't know he was that big. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know he was 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
I ain't mean to do that D-Wade shit. But that nigga Con Canupa, yeah, I didn't know he was that tall for real. I thought he was a smaller guard, but yeah, he been hooping over there. And I just also read an article literally right before we recorded this that they said they handing the keys off to Con. And you know, Melo is a part of my label, so I that whole near and dear to my heart. Melo been holding that goddamn franchise hostage for the last like 3-4 years with his injuries. But Con Canupa look like he ready to take over right now, and he's ready to lead them boys into a different future. So I got Con Canupa winning Rookie of the Year if he stay playing at this pace. It's no conversation to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. How about we gonna go reverse order. You know, Mike, go ahead and go next for your Rookie of the Year. Who you got Rookie of the Year, Mike?
I got Cooper Flagg, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like that point guard role, it wasn't for him. Like, you know, everybody know Cooper Flagg not no point guard. Mm-hmm. But it's the fact that he still took it on. And he didn't, like, yes, he had a couple of bad games, but he wasn't too bad at it, bro. Like, if you really, you feel me? But as we see, as soon as they put him to his regular position, 35, 33, you know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's who I got right now. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna read off some stats.
Yeah, it ain't a lot to talk about with Cooper Flagg. That's an obvious candidate. You can't go wrong with either one of the Duke boys. Both of them boys are going crazy. So
yeah.
Jay, how you feel about it? Who you got? Who yours?
I'm right with Mike. I got Coop. Shout out to Con though. Like you said, he been hooping, but I don't know why this year for some reason I feel like that the winning is going to play a factor when it comes to deciding who the Rookie of the Year is. And even though Dallas had a slow start, like they've turned it around, and I feel like they're going to be in playoff contention by the end of the season, whether that's in the play-in or just outright a playoff spot. I think those eyes that are going to be watching Coop are going to give him that edge. I think they probably play to the same value, you know, Rookie of the Year wise, but in terms of like the eyes being on who, nobody watching Charlotte be garbage again. You know, only the real basketball fans going to be watching Charlotte ball to see Con hoop versus Coop. Yep. All eyes going to be on Dallas. Kyrie might come back this year, but even if he don't, we've seen them come out and say, oh, Dallas still wants to compete this year. And we've seen them turn it around. I won't get too much into Dallas as a team, but I think with them being a better team than what, you know, Charlotte's going to be, more eyes on Coop. He's still playing at a really good level. Like Mike said, he didn't turn it around since they didn't switch his roll up. So, I got Coop.
Okay. I respect it. That's a good perspective. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never really seen the Rookie of the Year race get based on winning, but with the way the race is so tight knitted right now, and the way they both playing, I wouldn't be surprised if he go ahead and make a case to where it's like he win majority votes just off the media attention. So Vaughn, who you got, man? I feel like your answer probably obvious, man. Who you got though, Vaughn?
Pretty obvious, man. He signed to the label for a reason. You know, I got Coop, and I ain't gonna really touch on too much because they've already spoke on what Coop capability is. But after he's got to that 4.4 position more so we see what Coop doing, and he really about to jump them numbers up to that 2021. Like they write 18, 17 right now. When they get to that 2021, it's really not gonna be a race no more. Though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Go ahead, finish off this round for us, Dezzo, man. Who you got for Rookie Year, man? Don't be no bot, bro. Don't tell me you got Coop too, man.
No, of course not. You know, I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. I stick with my guys, man. I got Jeremiah Fears, hometown hero. I just feel like he been just showing us what he can do. he was a scorer in college, and he's showing that he can score. Level in the league as well too. I believe he's averaging like 15 points a game. I do want to see him pick up the playmaking, but over there, honestly, if you watch their games, ain't nobody looking to play make like that. Everybody trying to
Straight
get
up.
there, so it's like I can't be mad at him. Yeah, 15 points a game. I think he's shooting probably around 40%, something like that. And he get to it on most nights. So I'm my guy with this one. So hopefully, as the season go on, he can just continue to improve and just make his name known.
Yeah, he a lot more efficient than you giving him credit for, man. He averages 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists with 1 steal, shooting 45% from the field. That's pretty. That's great for a point guard. To be honest, that's
Yeah.
great. That's
And
actually
rookie.
great numbers. That's up there with the damn near Kyrie Rookie of the Year numbers type shit. Like, so he on pace to do
That's
some
probably
crazy
what
shit.
John
Still known
argues
as one
too.
of those agitators too.
What you
Like
say?
he be getting in people's head, stuff like that. Like he be on that with people, and I kind of like that about him.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So, that'll wrap up our Rookie of the Year, man.
Hey, Ruth,
I don't think nobody got it wrong for real. I just,
before you continue, I just want to say if y'all haven't watched the label draft video, go tune into that. But Boogie Productions, Mike, my dog, drafted Khan. That's his guy. So for him to
That's his
choose
guy.
Don't say
For him
that
to
though.
choose Coop, that just goes to show you it's probably gonna be Coop. Like he a believer.
He ain't
I'm
lying,
You
just
do
though.
saying.
got a point, but Con is so good, man. He a good
Nah, he a dog.
basketball player, man. He
He a
was
dog.
like that at Duke. You know what I'm saying? Even when Coop was killing that Duke, Con was right there killing with him. So it's like I'm kind of glad they finna move off LaMelo low key because I just thought Con was the perfect fit for LaMelo because that's
Yeah.
a real basketball player. Sometimes
Yeah.
players like LaMelo with that ain't head all the way there or probably don't know the
Yeah.
direction of the organization. They brought in somebody that's a real basketball player right there. So
Hey, I don't like the way you keep saying that shit. Like my boy Lamelo ain't no real fucking hooper. I'm tired of that narrative, man. Just get us up out of there. Get us on the serious team. We gonna show niggas what's
he be
going
hooping like he in a wreck or something, bro. That's how he hooping.
on. Man, have you seen the Hornets play? All right, then. We go ahead and move on to the next award, man. Our next award is Most Improved, man. Most Improved. We was discussing this one right before we was recording, bro. This is a tough one to go on. We're gonna go reverse order. I'm gonna start it off with Dezo, man. Dezo, man. Go ahead and get it started with the Most Improved.
Step back. Most improved player, man, is Denny Avdia, man. Denny Avdia. If y'all haven't been paying attention to the Portland Trail Blazers, Denny Avdia last year was averaging 16 points per game. This year he is averaging 25 points per game, 7 boards, 6 assists. I think he's shooting 48% from the field. Um, 3-point shooting has gotten way better. He's almost at 40%, man. He just pretty much just bumped it up on all ends, and it's starting to look like Portland is starting to kind of shift to being his team. So maybe they can start building some pieces and getting some stuff to go around him. So it's looking good, man. But I got Denny.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go next. I don't got a lot to say because I'm followed up with the same person. I got Denny Avdia as well, and he been hooping, going crazy, bro. Like he's averaging a near triple double almost, like on most nights against some of the top teams in the West. And he bumped his production up, and his efficiency didn't really waver. If anything, it got better. And this is like his best 3-point shooting season, his best free throw shooting season. Like he just upped his whole entire game a couple notches that we didn't even see. This might be his first ever All Star. So for him to go from a player that's not even on people's radars as much, unless you really a NBA head, to being almost at least on the ballot to be able to be voted into the All Star game for your first year. 6 years into your career, pretty much, or 5 years into your career, that's pretty special. So you got to go with Denny for me. We like I said, we discussed it beforehand, and we kind of agreed on the same thing. Like those numbers is ridiculous for you to be able to up your production by almost a whole 10 points. So I ain't gonna hold this up too much longer. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Vaughn though. Vaughn, man, who you got for your most improved, man?
For my MIP, I got Jalen Johnson. Shout out to Denny because the numbers are crazy. And
Crazy.
Jalen only went up about 4 points from 19 to 23. I also think he has the media behind him as well with these crazy statistical nights he putting up. Kind of overcloud just Denny itself. You feel me? Like the way people notice Jokic is because Jokic gonna go out there and give you 30, 15, and 15. 12, 12, and 12. You feel me? So Jalen putting up these 5s, 12s, and 12s, kind of taking over the media so much with his already statistical jumps that he had from last year. I think that MIP is going to be his a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Denny's. But at the same time, I got Jalen Johnson just because I feel like the media is behind him.
Yeah, man. Shout out JJ, bro. That's a great pick as well. I had him winning it last year before he went down. Remember early on when we did our predictions just in our own group chat, just on some, every year we just predict who we think gonna make it. And I had him last year, so like I wouldn't be surprised if he won it this year. He's having an amazing season. And we're gonna go ahead and move on next to Jay though. Jay, who you got for your most improved of the year this season?
Hey,
Way too early prediction.
Yeah, shout out to the label. I'm gonna take Jalen Johnson as well. Career high and across the board, outside of his field goal percentage, which has only dipped a little bit from his career high. Like he's averaging career high numbers across the board. Has kept him afloat while Trae Young is out. I think the Hawks gonna be super competitive. We seen news of Trae Young coming back, and as long as they can mesh well once Trae comes back and Jalen Johnson can continue this production, I don't see why it wouldn't be him. He, as of now, has no weakness on the court, which is something that, coming into the league, I don't think anybody would have expected to say that, at this point in his career. Just a dog, like 4 straight triple doubles. The numbers are crazy right now. He's doing things that some of the star players in the league, have been doing. So, that's my guy.
Yeah, like I said, no word for Jalen Johnson. That boy been hooping, man. Mike, go ahead and finish off this most improved. Who do you got for your most improved?
To break y'all tiebreaker, I do got Denny. Not gonna lie, but my personally, I had a man because I just off the fact that he switched his role as went to a point guard. Feel like that's kind of tough to do, bro, especially in that type of league,
Especially because he wasn't training for that over the season. It just happened from injury. It's just next man up energy.
Yeah. So, and his numbers not bad. I believe he jumped up only 2 points, but his assists jumped up like 3, I believe. I don't think. Can you look up some numbers for me, Reese?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, this season, Amen Thompson is averaging 17.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. So he upped his assists about two assists a game. He went up in about 3.5 points a game. His field goal percentage dipped, but he also is taking more 3-pointers this season. So
yeah, so mine wasn't really mainly based off like, not to say like theirs was based off numbers or anything, but it was mine was based off role switching and how
and just
next
the eye
role.
test.
Yeah, it's just that's all.
Yeah, that's not a bad decision
But
as well.
Denny is hooping like crazy right now, like crazy.
Yeah, like we said, this might be his first ever All-Star season. So I feel like nobody picked any wrong answers. And even shout out to Amen, man. He improved. He just might not be able to win the award because we kind of assumed he was going. You know what I mean? We assumed he was going to progress, but some of these other two guys, man, they made crazy jumps. So we can go ahead and move into the next one. Our next one, woo-wee, 6th man of the year. 6th man of the year, man. 6th man feel like Lou Will. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll go ahead and lead this one off, and then I'll pass it off to Mike next. 6th man of the year for me. We also discussed this one beforehand. I was really stuck. I didn't know who to go with, but I ain't wanna seem biased. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with my light skinned brother, man. I'm gonna go with my light skinned brother over there in Oklahoma. That boy AJ Mitchell, bro. AJ Mitchell. I want to give him a shout out for not only 6th man of the year, but also the fact that his numbers improved after a season where that got ended by injury last year in his rookie season. So he didn't even get a chance to fully develop the way he probably could, but his numbers has also all increased across the board. It's kind of a similar jump to Denny Avdia, but obviously his numbers isn't as crazy eye-popping as Denny, but I just got to give it to AJ Mitchell. His impact and his next man up energy for us during this season has shocked everybody, not even just only the rest of the teams that we played against, but us as OKC fans. We didn't even see this out of AJ. I wasn't even looking forward to him coming back as far as like, this player right here is going to change our entire dynamic off the bench. He gave us that little spruce of extra scoring this season. So, 15 off the bench, you can't beat it. So, I got AJ Mitchell, man. Mike, go ahead and go next. Who you got for your 6th man of the year?
Yeah, I'm going to just piggyback off what you said. I got AJ Mitchell, man. I was about to say something crazy, like he the main reason why like Shai can take that 4th quarter off, but nah.
Glad you caught yourself.
Yeah,
He's playing good, bro.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, but like I said, his next man up energy is kind of crazy, bro. Because even when he
It
had to
is.
start a few games, he started the games and it don't even seem like it
Yeah.
seemed like he belonged. It's like damn, he damn near could start on some other team, probably 20 other teams in the league. He probably fuck around and get a start over. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go to
Like
you next. Wait.
one thing to add to that, I feel like that's just like should give credit to the OKC organization though, because that's one of them players that's like they really develop. Like you can
Yeah.
see AJ Mitchell in like summer league games, preseason games, taking like advantage of his opportunities and really going out there and showing what he can do. So like when Dub did go down, it's like we got this guy on the bench that can step in, and he actually like made a name for himself, and he showed them that he can be in rotations. Even like with Dub being back, he still, you know what I'm saying, playing pretty well. So that's good to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, he was a second round pick, bro. No, who would have seen that second round pick in last year's draft, bro? Who would have seen that this man came in to the game the way he did, bro? Jay, go ahead and go next. Who you got for six man of the year?
I got Dylan Harper. I'm getting shades of like young Ben Gordon, James Harden, where you come into the league as a super polished guard, you win 6 men of the year early in your career. You don't see too many young guards coming to the. We talked about Jeremiah Fears earlier, but you don't see too many young guards, point guards coming to the league this polished this early on. And what I'm seeing shades of OKC. Like I see my KD with Wemby. I'm seeing my Stephon Castle, my Russ. I'm seeing like this young team who is really going to put everybody on notice faster than we probably expected. I think their timeline is going to be shifted up. That's due to, of course, Wemby, of course, Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, but having Dylan Harper off the bench for an entire season, maybe even next season, like you don't really find that too much. A guy his caliber, and his numbers don't stand out in terms of just like the volume, but it's early, and I only see him getting better. If you've been this good the first month and a half of the season, I can't see why he can't continue to improve and his numbers get better. And we see it how the Spurs playing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's a shocker. I don't even think you was gonna
I
pick
ain't
no
gonna lie,
damn
that
Dylan
is a
Harper.
shocker.
How Dylan Harper? Okay, I got a question. I'm gonna test
Yeah,
you though.
I
How Dylan
didn't
Harper gets?
think you could pick a rookie at the 6 man, but that was a great pick. I'm not gonna lie.
How you got Dylan Harper at six man, but not even in the rookie of the year contention though? If he
Is
playing
it,
that impactful, like that's a big role. Six man of the year is a big role. That's
Yeah,
up
that's
there.
a big role. That's a
That's
big
not that.
role for
That's
sure,
not
for
no
sure.
little shit. You feel me? The other two, I
Especially for
guess.
the Spurs, where they at right now in the West.
Yeah.
no, yeah, absolutely. Hey, it really come down to like I think the
I don't really
expectations
count
for
the
rookie of the
team.
year versus 6 man of the year. Like it's less expectations for 6 man of the year. I think with rookie of the year, you expect them numbers to look a certain way. 6 man
Yeah.
of the year, you look more at the impact. You look more at how the team playing, and that's really just what it came down to. But I had him written down as one of my honorable mentions. It was a conversation I had with myself.
Yeah, I respect that pick, man. Dylan Harper do come in and get him production, but he damn so not better than AJ Mitchell. So we can go ahead and go on next to Free Von Inc. Man, who you got,
Uh,
bro? You was one of the
I got
guys we discussed first with this, So
yeah, I am, and that's why I end up changing my pick. I got Reed Shepard. I got Reed Shepard winning 6 man of the year. I think the turnaround he had after last year to become this backup point guard role for a championship contender team, giving them 13 off the bench with about 3 assists, 3 rebounds, playing next to guys like Alpi, KD, Amin. You feel me? Like I feel like Reed has taken on that role how we expected him to come into the league. Honestly, let me keep it 100 with you. I was on AJ Mitchell, but I ain't. I don't really fuck with OKC like that. So
you couldn't
I
get
had
too
to,
much
I really
love.
way too much love. They was getting way too much love.
Love,
Too
love,
much,
Yeah, I
man.
got I got Reed Shepard, especially with Houston being a top 3 team and Reed getting those pivotal minutes off of the bench. I'm taking Reed as my 6 man of the year prediction.
Dezo, who you got, man?
My 6 man of the year prediction, I got Jaime Jaquez. Um, like his production off the bench has been really good for Miami. They kind of been dropping some games, but I feel like it's more so because they're trying to get Tyler Hero back worked in with Norman Powell and Wiggins be in and out of rotation. But Jaime Jaquez still kind of been doing what he doing off the bench. I think he averaging 15, 5 rebounds, 5 assists as well too. So he is diming that motherfucker, and I think he also shooting like almost 50% from the field. So it's like I feel like coming off the bench and you giving those numbers, I personally think you got it. You know what I'm saying? But I do respect a lot of y'all picks, especially like the Reed Shepard one, because I feel like Reed, he just was really thrown in the fire. Like,
Yeah.
Hyman we talked about, nobody expected Fred VanVleet to be out for the season. So it's like everybody pretty much had to step up in regards to like the playmaking and everything for them and making plays. And you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Reed kind of really starting to pick that up. So, and that Dylan Harper pick was pretty good as well.
It does. I'm one thing on Jaime. I'm kind of surprised that he bounced back in the way he did. Last year was a struggle, and I thought like with him being in pretty much the same situation coming into this season, the same squad for the most part. I didn't really see him having this resurgence. Like I know rookie year, we kind of expected him to be a 6 man of the year candidate every season because he came in so hot for what we expected. But he's really had to bounce back compared to what he did last year.
I would.
Especially, go ahead, Reese.
Reese was going at it about Jaime too, because like Reese was like, man, he be killing, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, Jaime really not all that good to me. Like, I feel like he really played well when Jimmy wasn't there, and then when Jimmy get back, you know what I'm saying? He really wasn't doing a whole lot. But like I said, this year he's proved like no matter who on the court, he can do what he can do. So it's good to see for sure. He proved me wrong, I can say at least.
Me too.
The only thing I was gonna say about that though, Jay, is that I don't agree with the whole this is the same team. If you really remember, you look back, they had Jimmy for half the season, throwing a sissy fit for half the season. He chalked the Heat season for half the season. To be honest with you, and that kind of fucked with Jaime Jaquez's production because if you look at his minutes per game, he was averaging about 28 minutes per game in his rookie year. Then his shit dipped to 20. And when you getting that inconsistency in play from Spo, and Spo telling, Spo one of them players that he be hard on his young players, but he had a lot of faith in Jaime for being an older player, a 4-year college player coming in. So he was one of the only rookies ever in Heat history to play that many minutes, and his production dipping, and then like the inconsistency of is he playing with Jimmy tonight? Is he not playing with Jimmy? Is he gonna be in that role? Like anytime when he did, like Dad said, anytime he did get that start over Jimmy, he was hooping. So that's why I always felt like Jaime was gonna turn it around at some point, whether it was gonna be on this roster or he was gonna leave and go to another team. His talent is undeniable, so I'm glad to see him bounce back this season. I'm glad you shine light on him because that 16 off the bench is definitely leading the league off the bench.
No threes for real.
With no real, no real
threes.
Right. So, yeah, shout out Jaime Jaquez. We don't got to go too much over that man, but yeah, shout out Jaime. We can go ahead and move on next to the next award, man. Next award, Clutch Player of the Year, man. I feel like this is an easy one. This is an easy, light one. Like, if y'all niggas ain't picking who I'm picking, then y'all tweet. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna go ahead. Dez, you go ahead and start it off this time, bro. Clutch Player of the Year. Clutch Player of the Year. Who do you have?
Clutch Player of the Year, man. One of my guys as well too. I got Cade as the Clutch Player of the Year. I feel like Detroit been in a lot of tough games this year, even though they at the top. A lot of those games been tough, and I feel like Cade kind of been producing in the fourth quarter. So, I got Cade.
Hey, why you looking like that? Hey, don't look like that.
That barely played no fourth quarter.
I got my boy Shai, obviously, as Clutch Player of the Year, the best clutch player in the entire league, the most confident player that anybody has in a player in the clutch. And when it come down to the crunch time, when it come down to the fourth quarter, when it come down to any time it's a close game, we already know who getting the ball on OKC. Nobody else getting the ball. Ain't nobody else getting the ball, and we 9-2 in clutch games. How the fuck is it not Shai? He is averaging the most points per game in clutch. He got the most points scored in the clutch. Think about that. He played the least amount of clutch games out of all these candidates, but he got the most points scored in the clutch. He putting that bitch in the basket every time he touch it. He the most efficient player in the league too. It's nothing you can really behind like Jokic, obviously, as far as superstars. But like you can't go wrong with picking Shai as the Clutch Player of the Year. I know it's not a lot of games, and I know he skipped out on a lot of fourth quarters here and there, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? It's
biggest a lot thing. I feel like other players are in more close games than they would be in, so that's kind of why I would lean more towards them. But he do be killing when they need him to kill. I can give you that.
Exactly, and I feel like he's it's almost like one of them gut feelings when you watch the OKC play. It's like you already know, man, these niggas finna win this game, bro. It's a close game. They probably finna win this shit, bro. And it's because of one guy.
No, it ain't.
It's because
God, but
it's because of one guy. Go ahead, go, Von.
don't pass it to me like that. But the real Clutch Player of the Year got Luka Doncic. Feel me? I feel like watching these Lakers games, if you what you looking like that?
Come on, bro, go.
If you watch the Lakers game, you know we get the battling back and forth half the time when we don't need to. But end all be all, Luka gonna be there. Luka, who's second on that list, Reese?
And his point scored in the clutch.
Yeah, what Luka rank on that?
Well, I don't even see Luka on this hoe.
Ain't on there.
What I was looking at earlier, I thought I seen Cade up there though.
No, Cade number 2. I just don't see how. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how he beating Shai. That's all. Go ahead and finish your spiel about Luka.
Yeah, watching these Lakers games, Luka gonna be the one to take us home every time. And if you watch the Lakers, you know we're gonna be battle tested. Honestly, you know how he get in the clutch for real. We saw glimpses against Rudy. We saw how he do the Clippers, like something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think this year we go this year with a full healthy season of Luka. It's crazy not even to give him this MVP on top of the clutch player of the year, but we'll get there later. I think it's easily locked in for Luka. If I'm keeping it 100 with you.
Cap, go ahead and go though, Jay.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't look at no numbers. I'm just going straight off gut feeling with this. So y'all might think I'm wilding, but I'm gonna go Jalen Brunson. I'm just gonna go with a player who's been historically has always come through at the end of the games. We saw he gamed Soares, send him home last year. He get it done in similar ways that Shai do. In similar ways that Shai do. They get to their spot, draw fouls. Regardless, they're gonna score points no matter how they get it. And New York is a team that like to play around at times. They get into a lot of clutch situations where he has to perform just because they kind of up and down. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Throughout the game. So I got Jalen Brunson. I just went with a guy who I think clutch is gonna be in a lot of those moments this year.
My only argument about the Jalen Brunson is that they don't always win. He be getting his, but that shit don't result in the win half the time. So go ahead and go though, Mike.
I agree. Y'all is the 2 players that's on my my label, Shai and Brunson. But I ain't gonna lie, I think I'm gonna go with Cade, man. I ain't gonna lie, I really like that Cade pick. He been hooping in the 4th. He been hooping period overall, but 4th is mainly, get a ball, Cade. For sure. We make the best play. It ain't sometimes it's not about scoring, just the best playmaker, on the court. Just get a ball to Cade. It's as simple as that. Like, similar to everybody we just said, though. All them players are that. Shai, Luka, everybody we just named. It's just, out of all of them, that's what I asked myself, like, after hearing everybody, like, who would I rather have, though, out of all of them? Take in the 4th quarter. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Yeah, you crazy as fuck. Y'all crazy as hell, boy.
Don't tweak on label.
Y'all crazy as hell, boy.
I will say with that too, though.
Shai Lily is winning almost every time, but Cade low key hooping though. He 11-4 in clutch. So.
Shai not even playing in the 4th though. We gonna keep it 100, but.
Hey, you can't have it all.
I mean, he played 11 games. It's all good though. Don't worry about it. Because
I'm just saying though. I'm just saying.
We gonna come back to this video.
Because I'm like, why would we go to him and the nigga on the bench? But
we gonna come back to this video and we gonna realize that Shai is leading in points.
In the playoffs,
because
we gonna see. In the playoffs, he gonna play the 4 for sure. But right now,
they ain't finna end this motherfucker with 2 losses. So.
Back to what I was about to say, because he bullshit. I'm saying, Shai, you gotta think about the volume though. Like, if Shai not playing as many 4th quarters, but he got more points scored than the nigga, and he got more fucking a higher efficiency. No. That's just think about it. In them few short amount of games, he's automatic. He's literally automatic in the clutch. You give him the ball, it's a guaranteed bucket. Almost literally every time.
I'm not mad at that.
That's why I just gotta.
We seeing it
more. Are you seeing it more often with Cade? I understand that.
That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
And he's still lower in totals, but we go ahead and move next on to the last minuscule one. I would say, like, not too crazy important, man. Executive of the year. This is interesting, because discussing it beforehand, I feel like y'all had an idea who y'all wanted to pick or think it's unanimous, but I think it's a lot more executives that deserve some credit. It's been some good rosters, and some good moves made over the offseason, and just some great basketball minds from a few of these organizations that piece together some rosters that can contend. This is one of the most competitive years, so for everybody to have a different answer, this would be interesting. Because for me, I'm gonna go ahead and go first. It might surprise y'all, but I got Brian Wright with the San Antonio Spurs as my executive of the year, man. I feel like he did a great job with that roster, orchestrating it around Wemby and turning that roster around from being a team that's not even making the playoffs to now we talk about if they can stay healthy, they might be a contender even though they young. But he drafted right. He didn't overthink it. He kept his core together, even though a lot of noise and a lot of people talking over the season. I was talking over the off season, saying like they need to improve their roster or they need this, they need that. He didn't fumble or like fold on none of his guys at all. He kept the core together. He drafted right. I just feel like that's just the best option for this executive of the year, especially the way they producing, man. If you look at the NBA standings, they a top 5 team right now, and we didn't even expect that. So, and they comfortably in the top 5. I don't think they know there's no team below them that can really compete with them. So, shout out to the Spurs, man. I got Brian Wright. Yeah, executive of the year. The way they build their team.
Oh no, I got Lakers. My bad. I got Lakers though. My bad. I got Lakers.
Yeah.
I like what they did with their roster, getting Luka and DeAndre Ayton together, and Austin Reeves, what he doing over there too. Yeah.
So you got the Lakers exec, man.
Good one though.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that one because I'm not mad at the Lakers exec being executive of the year just based off the way their team been performing. But it was heavily. I feel like they moves is heavily dependent on if they can continue this throughout the season, because a lot of their moves was like gambles, to picking up, dominating. A lot of people didn't really expect him to be this great.
I mean, with Bron on the roster, I feel like that's gonna be a thing regardless, though.
Mm-hmm. And then also they picked up Marcus Smart in the offseason. That's a great pickup because they had weak defense on the perimeter. You can hide some of them guys from time to time. I'm not mad at that pick. Jay, who you got?
I got his name is Ansi Saleh. He's for the Atlanta Hawks. Like when you really look at the squad they've built, healthy, I don't see why they can't be competing for a spot in the finals. Like with this East and how it's looking, he signed Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who we didn't mention him for most improved, but averaging a dub. Like he's getting outshined by a guy on his team, Jalen Johnson, but he's averaging a dub. You know what I mean? Like no one expected that out of him. He came in and performed. They got Porzingis, who's honestly the perfect 5 for this team if he can stay healthy. We see he's going through some things right now. Luke Kennard, sharpshooter. And then he drafted well, too. He got a guy in Nasanua who hasn't played much but projects to be a pretty solid 4 for them. So he's put together a roster. He only came in April, I think, this year. So he hasn't had as much time as any of these guys. And he's put together a team that, when healthy, can compete against anybody else in the East. So
that just shows when you finally move on from weak ass executives like Landry Fields, you can get some shit done over there for that my man Iceman Trey. He was holding that motherfucking roster together for what 4 years, and them niggas ain't did shit since we seen Ben Simmons pass up that fucking layup. So,
straight up though.
But yeah, shout out Ansar Saleh. That's a great pick. I ain't gonna tell you.
It really is
because I had the Hawks as damn near like the off-season winners. For real, in my opinion, because I liked the way they roster was constructed, so I don't even think about them. That's a great pick. Vaughn, who you got, man?
I know I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna still get OKC they love. I got Sam Presti. I think him giving those contracts out to his big players, keeping J-Dub, getting Chet signed, giving Shai that extension, but also like rewards from his his previous years are still like reaping in terms of still having that Clippers pick. Feel me? Like it's showing that his executive decisions have always been to think about the now and the future. I ain't gonna lie. So I got Sam Presti. I think him kind of like molding this youth like lineup is gonna start to see turn in the future for the NBA. Really. It's kind of generational. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
he's the only one in the league that has perfected that, like the balance in between the future and the current, he's the only one. We saw Golden State fail miserably with Wiseman and Kuminga. Like he's doing what they had hoped to do. So
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Sam, though.
Not to double back on mine right before you, Des, but I will say one thing about the Spurs. I forgot to mention they picked up Luke Cornett. That's also a big pickup for me. I feel like that's a crazy pickup. I forgot to mention that on my Spurs thing, but like that's a great pickup. He been hooping. And that Wemby Luke Cornett front court gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But Dezo, go ahead and finish off the executive of the year, so we go ahead and get to the big awards, man. Who you got for your executive of the year?
Of the year, I got Jeff Weltman from the Orlando Magic. I feel like they put together a good roster. They got 2 stars. They kind of co-starring right now. But I kind of feel like they're in a situation that Boston in. I think I mentioned that before, but they have the talent now. I think it's just about putting it all together. And also, like a lot of their young players are starting to kind of find themselves. Anthony Black, Tristan Da Silva, Jet Howard even been getting put in there a couple games. Jalen Suggs has been playing really well, even though I think he just went down with another injury, which I don't know when he'll be back. But I just feel like the talent that they put around, they kind of went all in on Desmond Bain, giving up a bunch of picks. But I do think it's been worth it so far. I think they're sitting at like 4th in the East right now. So, and they have injuries just like everybody else, and they're sitting in a pretty good spot. So I do feel like he kind of constructed a good roster for the future, and I think they off once they kind of figure everything out.
Yeah, man. I like that pick. I like that pick. That's a solid pick. I feel like they're another team that didn't overthink it. Kept their core together and added that extra piece that everybody was thinking they needed. They got rid of KCP, sorry ass, and upgraded to Desmond Bain. So you go from a nigga going out there getting you zeros across the board in 30 minutes to a nigga giving you 37 on a random night against Eastern Conference competition. So we can go ahead and move on next to the big awards, though, man. We'll get on to the real spicy shit. Yes, sir, man. First off, Coach of the Year. We're going to start it off simple with Coach of the Year. I'll go first with this one. I might shock y'all a little bit because I think y'all probably think I'm just going to be biased and pick Mark Daigneault, but actually I'm going to go JB Bickerstaff, bro. JB Bickerstaff is my Coach of the Year. Shout out JB Bickerstaff. He leading that roster. That shit-ass roster, in my opinion. That roster ass. He leading them niggas to the number 1 seed. Number 1 seed in the East. They a top 3 defensive team. That's a hard-nosed coach. JB Bickerstaff always wanted to instill them values on the court to that team and make them a defensive team that lead by example in that way. Like that being their best attribute, that's like a narrative that's only ran by the coach. I feel like that's something that the coach has to instill into his players, especially with them being young. You got to coach them players into thinking that defense is that important. But a lot of them players that they put around Cade, they already have that mindset. So top 3 in defense, 9th ranked in offense. So for you to be a championship team, we always saying you got to be top 10 in defense and top 10 in offense. That's the only way. So for you to be number 3 in defense and number 9 in offense, you got a roster that's good enough to compete to win a championship this year. And that's, like I said, I'm giving credit to JB Bickerstaff for that, to be able to put his roster in that position. And they also top 3 in rebounding. So once again, he forcing them to have that mindset, like we got to outwork teams. We don't have the talent that a lot of teams have. So what we going to do, we're going to go out there, outwork them. We're going to pressure the ball early, and we're going to go ahead, lead our team into wins by just playing hard-nosed basketball. And that's something that JB Bickerstaff, is really known for. So I'm going with JB Bickerstaff leading that team to number 1 seed in the East. So, yeah. Dezo, you can go ahead and go off next. Start us off with the Coach of the Year.
Who I got for Coach of the Year, man, might be a shocker. I got Joe Mazzulla, man. I just feel like the loss of JT, Al Horford being out of there, Porzingis, Drew Holiday, I feel like Boston has still been a really good team. I think they're sitting at 3rd in the East right now. Jaylen Brown, even though I was hating on him, he ain't got no left hand. I hate on him all the time, but he has been hooping. He's probably averaging I think 29 points a game right now. And then a lot of their younger players like Jordan Walsh, Neemias Queta, I don't know if he's young or not, but he's just one of those guys that they kind of just had on their roster, and those guys are kind of producing for them. Peyton Pritchard has played really well. Derek White has had some up and downs, but that's kind of just, because no Tatum there. Everybody going to shine with somebody like Tatum there. But like I said, Boston has good. Surprisingly, I kind of want them to tank, but like they said, they're not tanking. They know they're still good, and I feel like Joe Mazzulla kind of instilled that into them that they can still go out there and compete with anybody.
Yeah,
So I got Joe Mazzulla.
that's not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and go next, Vaughn. Who do you got? You know, because that's two different coaches. Hold on, now don't tell me you got a third different one.
I did it. I had JB. For discourse purposes, I'm gonna change it to Mark Dagnall. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah, I like
I don't
that.
even like giving OKC love, but since you showing my Pistons love,
I
I
like that.
reciprocate. You feel me? I think it's hard to replicate a 1 seed, but the fact that Mark has made it even better in terms of yes, OKC was the 1 seed last year, but the fact that they started off 24-1, which is one of the best startings, like 25 games in league history, is impeccable. I think defensive rating still light years above everybody, and I think he implements everybody on the court. You feel me? Like he has a 10-man roster and he uses everybody he can whenever he needs to. You feel me? I feel like Mark has grouped them in terms of finding a way to just all buy in defensively, and we've never seen a young team, at least, especially, all buy into one role and recognize, okay, we're going to get it on offensive end, but we really hang our heads defensively. So I'm going to give it to Mark Dagnall just because you gave it to JB. I ain't going to lie to you.
That's crazy, man. You dick riding the shit out of my team, boy. I fuck with you, man.
Fuck
I fuck with your boy. I fuck with your boy. You know what I'm saying? You had the 3 awards. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you.
You literally read off every note that I had from the defense from the 10th to the 2nd and shit. Offense from 14th to 9th. I said, all right, I'll show this fuck nigga some love.
Nah, man, shout out JB. He been hooping. But no, shout out Mark. Shout out Mark, too, because it's only so many coaches in NBA history that can win a championship and go into the next year not content and want to go out there and compete on a nightly basis. You know, everybody's usually scared of the team that won the championship, but we see a lot of teams falter in the regular season after winning the championship.
Yeah.
They ain't faltered at all. If anything, they look way more improved. And it comes from the idea that he can pull from the player on the end of the bench and say, hey, go give me 8 minutes tonight. Yeah. But you're going to have a plus 20 in these 8 minutes. Not a lot of coaches willing to do that with a lot of young players. So, shout out Mark. Jay, go ahead and go next, bro. Let me find out. I'm interested to see what Jay got. I ain't going to lie.
I feel like this was my easiest pick. It's Mark Dagnall. Like, whenever you on pace for the greatest record in NBA history, like that, it speaks for itself. I think a lot of people talk about like those other guys for OKC. We talk about like Kenrick Williams. We talk about AJ Mitchell, Ousmane Dieng, Jalen Williams, the other Jalen. Like, and you look at those guys like, damn, they so solid. That's all coaching. These second round picks, these like late picks, they aren't supposed to be this good. You put these guys on the Wizards, on the Bulls, on the Knicks. Like a lot of these guys don't pan out. I'm gonna be honest, these guys don't pan out to be as good as they will be on the Thunder. Like, and I'm not saying that you could put them on there now and they wouldn't be good, but I'm just saying coming into the league, that's all development. These guys developed underneath Mark Dagnall, and of course they got a full coaching staff, but that's an extension of him. And so he got these guys hooping. I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on what they're gonna do when it comes to the record, but they're gonna be damn close, and I feel like anytime you close to having the best record in NBA history, you need to have that award. Like, it's mandatory. So
yeah, man. Hey, shout out Mark, bro. Like I said, that's
Mark.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won it already before. So if he won it again, that put him in upper echelon of greatest coaches in history almost. So that's a tough feat. That's a tough feat. Go ahead, go Mike. Finish off the coach of the year for us so we can get into the spicy one.
Yeah, y'all got it. I'm gonna just go JJ Redick, but yeah, I definitely agree with y'all though, 100%. Like, just like Jay said, when you on pace for the best record in the league, you feel me? That's a big accomplishment right there. That's different.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out JJ. JJ been leading that Lakers squad to an impressive record as well.
They basically been trying to show them a little love.
Yeah, they basically second seed. They only one loss off of it, so they basically a second seed right now with that roster. I'm not saying nobody thought it was possible, but nobody had them as the second seed going into the season.
At all, especially after the last season. Like, you know.
Yeah, shout out to JJ Redick. We can go ahead and move on to the spicy awards now, man. DPOY. Ooh wee. I can't remember if I went first last time. I think I'm gonna go ahead and let Mike start this one off. DPOY, bro. DPOY. Wemby is who I think is gonna be the most picked person, but I want to see what everybody picked as far as like just overall, because it's only so many games throughout the season. And he missed a lot of games, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and go off, Mike. Who you got?
Even though he missed a lot of games, I'm I gotta go Wemby, bro. His impact on the floor is just so crazy, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's getting there. Like what? Like he's forcing you to do. You throwing the ball out of bounds now. Like ain't no telling what you finna do with Wemby just because you don't want him to block your shot. Like then ain't no that paint on lockdown. Ain't nothing. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he got guards out there that's so bumpy. They ready to. You feel me? They got his back. It's just I got Wemby, bro. I got Wemby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who you got, Jay?
A disclaimer: Wemby is the best defensive player in the league. He probably gonna be the best defensive player in history, but he's not gonna be the DPOI this year. It's gonna be Chet, and it's not anything to do with Chet. It's more so to do with Wemby not gonna be there. Like it's really down to it. But I do want to speak on Chet and his defensive impact because like you don't get to a 24-2 record without playing some defense, and he is one of their anchors. They got talent around him defensively, but he is that anchor. He's one of the best shot blockers in the league, right next to Wemby. That really can do no wrong defensively. He's really improved coming into the league. As good as he was his rookie year, he's added more to his repertoire in terms of just being smart and being able to stay on the court a lot more. So I got Chet, but Wemby is the real best defender in the league. Let's just be honest.
Oh man. Okay. OKC look like they taking a sweepstakes on the motherfucker. I ain't mad at it. Go ahead, Bono. Who you got? Go ahead. Who you got? Lou Dort?
I fuck no. Okay, see, I get no more love from me, man.
Hey, this ain't the NFL, Reese.
I got
you go chill on Lou.
a guy who probably gonna shock you out a little bit, but at the same time he shouldn't if you really watch the games. Got me Carl Bridges. I got what you looking like that for? I'm not realizing me Carl averages steal and a half and a block. A lot of people average both steal and block in the league right now. Shout
Could
out
he lock up Cade?
K-So could do it.
Could he lock up Cade?
That's Cade. That's different.
How about Shai? How about
He
Luke?
boxing shorty. He boxing Shai.
That's how I
tweaking. Tweaking.
I don't know about K, but Shai. But McCall, like not a lot of people are averaging a block and a half, and a steal and a half, and a block. Also, defensively, the Knicks are a solid team. Who the front runner of that team defensively is really McCall. If you watch it, take it back to last year. He got out of that Celtics series because of who? McCall. You feel me? Those first two games, he sealed them games away defensively.
The end, for sure.
You feel me?
Hey.
And hold on, Jay. And we talk about who's going to be available for these.
You lag going on.
Oh man, Bono, your connection dropped.
Damn.
Go again. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, we talk about who's going to be like available for these awards. You got guys like Wemby, Evan Mobley. Like Evan Mobley just went out 2 to 4 weeks. Gone. Wemby already missed 12 games. Gone. Shout out Chet. He's already missing games. He missed about 4 or 5 games already. You feel me? McCall gonna get you 82. Straight up.
For sure.
Hey,
Right.
I just want to. Von made a lot of good points. I just want y'all to know, the audience, whoever watching, he don't believe none of that shit. Like, he don't believe that shit.
You don't think he believe that shit?
No, sir.
I'm gonna take McCall Bridges for my deep boy.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get a little controversial with my shit. I like what Jay said about Chet, and going into the whole spiel about his defensive impact. But when I watch the games, it's certain players that make huge impact on the court for defensively for us in the OKC, and players that I trust that can guard players that on any given night might give us 40, and they don't even be able to get a chance to get that close. And I think it's the most diverse defender on our team besides J Dub. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to
Casey
Queso.
Wallace.
Queso.
I
I'm gonna
knew
give it
it.
to Queso Wallace. You know,
I knew it.
that's a young guard that's leading the league in steals per game right now. He also forces his opponents to shoot the least amount of field goals on him when guarded, which is a underrated stat just because if you think about it, he's guarding the best perimeter player almost every night. And if they not even getting a shot up, you know how suffocating you got to be a player that play 94 feet and they don't even get a shot up against you majority of the time. And he's guarding players that's large, that's much bigger than him almost every night. You know, he's a small guard. That's the type of impact that you got to have if you want to even stay in the league as a small guard. You know, I small guard by quotations because, you know, he is like around 6'3", which is kind of a bigger guard. But nowadays, you got niggas like Luka running the one and shit. You see teams running I'm in at the one and shit like that. So for him to be able to, you feel me? For him to be able to come in as a majority of the season starter for us this season and be able to lock up players that we ain't think was able to, you know, that would be able to be guarded by smaller guards. Like we throwing him on players that's small forwards and shit like that. We'll fuck around throw him on KD to front the post. Like just because we know he's not gonna allow him to get comfortable and get to his spot. It's certain players that Queso can get thrown on that we wouldn't even think of. So yeah, I got Queso. I got my boy Queso Wallace. Shout out J Sports. That's the label right there, boy. So Queso Wallace is my surprise pick. For real. You know, I was gonna go Wemby. Shout out Wemby. Everybody know Wemby is the best player as far as defense overall. You know, he changes his team from being a top 5 defense when he on the court to a bottom 5 defense when he's off the court. That's a crazy impact that I don't think nobody in NBA history could ever have. I'm gonna be honest, but
Straight up.
as far as physical features, the way he is physically, I don't think he's gonna be able to hold up for a whole 60+ games this season with him missing already a couple games off a minor injury earlier this year. I don't see him being able to lock in and play the whole entire season or get the reward. But that's who I really want to pick because he averaging around 5 blocks a game.
Boy, you tripping.
If we didn't have that 65 game threshold in play, he would be dominating DPOY every year.
Easily,
we saw Kawhi win with playing I forget how many games, but it was way less than Draymond. I feel like there was a controversial year when Kawhi had won. I think he played like 50 some odd games or whatnot. But when your defensive impact is so great, we saw Kawhi get it. I feel like Wemby would be the same if that you know benchmark wasn't in play.
Yeah, we talk so much about Wemby and we don't even realize he only played like 13 games this season.
I say Jay, he only has 5 more games to miss.
I know.
Yeah, he only got 5 more to miss, and I don't see him not tweaking the ankle or something. No, like
I'm about to say knock on wood.
But like just little small injuries as a 7'7", 7'6" player. It's just gonna happen. You're gonna have to rest a couple games here and there. You might not be able to play that back to back. So I don't know if DPOY gonna go to him. But you can go ahead and finish it off with Dezo. Let him go ahead and close out this DPOY. Who do you got, Dezo?
Y'all hear me? My stuff was tweaking a little bit.
No, you good, Dez.
You good.
I'm with Jay. I had Chet. I just feel like we giving too much love to OKC. That's really what I'm feeling like. But I feel like their defensive rating with Chet on the court is just crazy. And shout out to Casey Wallace, Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, all those guys that bought into the system are just hounding everybody on defense. But I feel like Chet is the one that's anchoring that. Yeah, man. Like I said, if it wasn't Wemby, I would go Chet personally.
Ooh-wee, man. Shout out Chet.
Way too much OKC love, man.
We can get into the last one. Speaking of OKC, I'm going to go ahead and go first on this last one. Last and but very not least, you know, the most important award in NBA history for real, outside of a championship, the most valuable player of the year for me is obviously Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's not even a fucking conversation for me. I don't think nobody else can compete in this conversation right now. It's 24-2. Like, I'm being so dead ass, bro. They are 24-2. He's averaging 32.4 points per game. That's second in the NBA. 4.6 rebounds per game, 6.4 assists on 56 shooting percentage as a fucking point guard. Let's remind you that 43.7% from the 3-point line as a point guard, not catch and shoot. None of his threes are just swing, catch and shoot. 43.7 off of a step back. Let's really think about that. And his win share is 6.6. That is insane. 32.9 player efficiency rating. His PER, like you can't get no better than this. There's no, you can't have a more complete season as a guard. There's nobody that's gonna have a more complete season ever at this very moment than Shai Gilgeous is having right now. And he's also averaging around 1 steal a game and almost barely just right shy of that 1 block you talking about McCall is getting, let alone at the 1. So he had .7 blocks per game, and he's the lowest like turnover to assist ratio that you could possibly have as a player that has this much usage rate. He's barely getting you two turnovers a game. Just last week, at that game against the Spurs, that was the highest amount of turnovers he got all season, and he only had 5. How many guards doing that? Most guards with his usage rate getting you 8, 9 in random games just because they had the ball in their hands so much. Shai not turning the ball over. He's not fucking missing, and he's sliding his feet on the best defensive team we seen in damn near the last decade. So you can't fucking beat it. I'm sorry, and he finna break the record for most wins in the season. I'm done, nigga. I'm dropping the mic, man. That's it for me in the video. Go ahead, go, Dezo. Go ahead and say your bullshit, cause I know if you're not going to say you fucking around. So.
Yeah, no, I think it should be a clean sweep with Shai. Honestly,
yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like these numbers we seeing from a guard perspective, it's crazy, bro. See, so yeah, I got Shai. I ain't really got much to say about it.
Yeah, I already did. For all my niggas that's picking Shai, y'all ain't even gotta say much. I didn't sweepstake the shit, bro. Go ahead, Vano. Who you got?
Well, I don't got Shai. Like I said, OKC was getting too much motherfucking love for me. I got Jokic spinning the block and taking MVP back over. What you yawning for?
Oh,
we not realize they're going to end the top 3 seed in the West.
That granddaddy ball.
They're going to end the top 3 seed in the West while on top of Jokic averaging 30, 11, and 12. Holding the league leader. He's the league leader for assists and rebounds. Who's no doing that? As a 5, shooting 60, 40, almost 90. 60, I ain't say 50. 60, 40, almost 90. As a 5,
he's 7 feet, G.
Oh my God! Now he's 7 feet. now he's 7 feet. But yeah, I got Yoke spinning the block and reclaiming, the best player in the league, rightfully so. Like I said, averaging 30, 12, and 11. He's leading 2 stats in the league, 2 pivotal stats, and people barely ever lead 1. He got both of them. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he's gonna probably end the top 3 seed. He's probably gonna end that 3rd seed behind the Lakers. You feel me? Maybe 2nd. 60, 40, 90 almost. 60, 40, 85. I'm gonna be politically correct. 60, 40, 85. But that's just like astronomical numbers that we won't ever see.
My only gripe with Jokic is that nigga don't play defense, boy. His team and his whole team don't even play defense. Them niggas is ass at defense in general, and that's not gonna sustain. That's not gonna sustain throughout the year, bro. It's not gonna sustain, bro.
That though, Reese. He's averaging 1.5 steals and almost a block a game. Like, come on, he really he doing
bro.
Something.
If you watch them games, his ass don't play no damn
bro.
defense.
The first breakout game we seen DQ have against a great center was against Jokic, and if you watch them highlights, it's a whole lot of Jokic doing this swipe, let him go by on some Harden shit. On my life, that's just how he play defense, and there's nothing wrong with it. You're the best offensive player. You're the best offensive player we've ever seen. Damn near Jokic, it's okay, but you're not playing defense. That's my whole point.
He's not one of the best swipers in the league, though. When it comes to a motherfucker trying to get to the lane,
when that's all you hang as a big nigga myself that play basketball, when all we hang our hat on is trying to get our hand on that ball, nigga. Once you get past that, you got a bucket, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
But them other big niggas not giving you 30, 12, and 11 on the other end. That's what I'm telling you.
All right, bro.
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh my
60,
god.
40, 85. Go ahead.
Oh my god, bro. Nigga just brought up steals per game to make an argument that he played defense. Hey, come on, you ain't teach your younger brother nothing, bro. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go next.
I will say I do hate how like Jokic's greatness has become kind of normalized. Like Von brought up the numbers; they insane for a reason. Best player in the league still. Despite that, Von just trying to be different. The MVP is Shai. We all grew up in the same era for real when it came to MVP voting. Has always been best player with gaudy numbers on the best team in the league. Shai, the best player on the best team in the league, and his numbers are crazy. That's MVP. That's how I've always seen MVP. To be honest with you, and I know we keep talking about giving OKC too much love. I want the people to know that's only because Reese a fan. None of us hate OKC. It's just because we hear this nigga all day talking about OKC.
Straight
But
up.
That's a day one fan, man.
yeah. So that's really what it is. It's Shai though. Like I think history deserves respect, and they making history right now. He making history right now. I know we talk about him being a point guard. I don't even look at him as a point guard. I put him in the likes of like when I think of Shai and how his career gonna go. I'm thinking Kobe. I'm thinking like those. I'm thinking Kobe, Mike. I'm thinking those guys. I'm not thinking of point guards. Isaiah Thomas and Russ. Like I think he's in that trajectory right now to where like he's gonna be one of those all time greats that we're gonna look at, and regardless of how he gets it done, you can gripe on how you want him to play or what you think basketball should look like, but I mean, Reese already brought up the numbers and the statistics. Like this isn't normal what he's doing right now.
Nah, it's not normal at all, and it's not normal what Jokic's doing. I ain't gonna say I'm normalizing his stats. Like I said, he's one of the greatest offensive players we ever seen in our entire lives. But I'm not saying Shai is a pure lockdown, but he's never going to give up a free bucket on a normal basis the way that nigga Jokic do. That's the only difference. That's my difference, and I feel like that counts for something as far as like team record and just overall effort on the court all around. So up and down.
On that note, too, Reese.
Mhm.
On that note, you don't find too many players who like who's basically the main like
The number
engine
one,
for
yeah.
their team and still bring it on defense like Shai do.
Yeah.
You don't find too many guys. We got a lot of Lucas. We got a lot of Jalen Brunsons. We got a lot of these guys who don't get me wrong.
Trae
I
Young.
love Trae Young. That's my guy. Y'all know that's my label. That's the label. But we got a lot of guys who can go on offense and give it to you, give you hell. But they don't necessarily bring it on defense, and you got to hide them. You don't got to hide Shai. Like that's just not something you got to do.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Mike, go ahead, finish our video off with the last MVP pick of the season, man. I'm surprised nobody picked who I'm finna think of, but I'm gonna see who you pick. Who you finish it off.
I got two, man. Shai. Keep it that simple, man. Back to back, man.
Yeah.
Fuck
Easy.
that
Y'all
nigga.
Back to
already
back.
hit all the topics. I mean,
And then
Fuck
you don't gotta
you.
say too much, Mike. I mean, shit, it's Shai. It's
when-
just
yeah,
the
y'all
last time we
already hit
seen-
all the topics. I ain't gotta say too much.
What other guard have we seen win back to back besides Shai?
Steph.
That did win back to back game. You
Yeah.
tweet.
That damn not the greatest point guard of all time. That's all I'm saying. Like, fuck is the
Okay,
conversation?
that's what you was
Fuck
getting
Fuck
to,
is the
though.
conversation? Huh?
But Steve Nash in that too, so
Yeah.
I like that, Mike, because I was about to bring him up too. But Steve Nash is in there, you know.
I mean that helps Shai argument more though, because that was what the predication of the reward was to begin with. Like we said,
I mean he
Jay.
close to Steve Nash too, though, ain't he? Yeah, he close to Steve.
Who?
Shai.
Oh yeah, that's the Canadian shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Canadian
I'm about to
boys,
say,
yeah.
so it's like, you feel me? It ain't no disrespect towards. I was trying to say it like that, y'all. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't no. And didn't nobody take that as disrespect at all. I'm just saying like, that just proves the point of winning. It should be the focal point of
for
the
sure.
MVP reward when we got so many people putting up these great, amazing numbers. The one person I want to shout out is Luka. Luka gotta be in somebody's conversation here and there because the numbers he putting up is amazing. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, he number one in points per game. He carried the load a lot of the nights for them too sometimes. But we see that Lakers squad be able to perform whether it's Luka on the court or not Luka. So that's the only difference with him as well. Yeah, man. That wraps up our early season predictions, man. How y'all feeling? How y'all feel about everybody picks, man? Do y'all think anybody got some crazy shit?
OKC love.
Too much OKC love is crazy.
Way too much. I ain't like way.
I mean,
Yeah,
too
Reese been smiling
well.
too much this whole video, bro.
You feel
He
me?
cheesed. This nigga cheesed more now than he was on
Hey,
his
I ain't gonna lie. In the middle of the video, I'm like, this is setup. Like this.
Like, come on, man.
This
Come on, man.
This wasn't
This
even
is
my idea to
setup.
do it. Wasn't my idea to do it. I didn't want to have to show both.
Nah,
shit.
it definitely was
Y'all
mine,
pop my
y'all.
collar for me.
It's definitely a setup. Way too much OKC.
It was
love.
definitely a setup. I was like, damn.
Hey man, y'all
That's
like
why
how
I ain't want to pick Case and Wallace either, though. I seen
you
that.
like how I threw Case and Wallace in there.
definitely-
Y'all niggas
he
ain't expect
definitely
Queso to
leading
be.
skills right now. He number one for sure. I know he 2.3. I seen
Yes, sir,
Flavor.
man. Shout out Case and Wallace. But yeah, shout out to OKC. But just in general, overall, it's great hoops. I don't know if OKC gonna pull away with a lot of these awards. These way too early predictions. It's only 26 games in for them. Shit can falter. We could fucking around fall to third, fourth seed by the end of the year if things don't continue to be the way it is. Because a lot of these teams in the West are performing and nobody is letting their foot off the gas this season. This is one of the greatest seasons as far as statistical wise that I've seen in a minute, at least as a basketball fan for the last decade that I've been paying attention. So I'm excited for this season. I feel like everybody did a great job picking their people who they want to win the awards this year, but we can go ahead and get over with y'all next video, man. We out here, man. We out
Sure.
here.